to the Bay. We got ourselves a series. Golden State defends their home court here in Game 3 to make it a 2-1 series. This one, a no contest, 114-97, keeping the Sacramento Kings at arm's length throughout, despite the fact that Draymond Green couldn't even be in the building for this one. Picking up the slack, Looney pitching in 20 boards and 9 assists and 4 more. We say hello to the coach, Avery Johnson. Coach, we'll get to Looney here in a second. He could be your headline as the Warriors defend home court. They take Game 3. We got a series, and what really was a watershed moment in this series. Your headline coming out of this game is what?
Well, it's Kevin Looney. Obviously, Kevon Looney, the offensive rebounding overall, he was magnificent, dominating the glass. Sure, Steph Curry was amazing. You look at Wiggins knocking down three-point shots. The scary part is, remember, this is the same guy that missed 2 months before the end of the regular season. Now he's getting himself back into shape. But Looney with the rebounding, dominating the boards, he was amazing, sensational on both ends of the floor in terms of even being the pick and roll guy, assisting on different situations. Kevon Looney was the guy. 20
rebounds, 9 assists for Looney in this effort. Fantastic stuff, and really opened up the court for those shooters. And maybe moving forward in this series, Coach, it begs a larger question of, does Steve Kerr need to reassess the minutes, reassess the rotations? We saw what this team looks like without Draymond Green. We're not here to suggest that they're better off without him, but is Kevon Looney maybe the key that unlocks some of the shooters here for Golden State in this series?
Yeah, and when you have Looney and Draymond Green on the floor, the spacing is different. Mm-hmm. So tonight, the spacing was so much more wide open because when you got Jordan Poole on the floor, Wiggins, spacing, obviously Klay Thompson, but when you look at Kuminga, who came off the bench and was outstanding, because Draymond Green is obviously one of the best defenders of all time, but offensively, if he's not really, being efficient in the paint, behind the three-point line, Kuminga obviously can make a three. So they're going to have to reevaluate this. I don't see a guy like Draymond Green playing more than 20 minutes, maybe in the next game. They're going to have to really figure out and put him on a minute restriction because spacing in this series is the key. Defense is the key. Extraordinary job on De'Aaron Fox. The Warriors bench outplayed the Sacramento Kings bench, and that bad man named Steph Curry was sensational.
That he was. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Here we are another year trying to figure out where and how Draymond fits. We know he is one of those winning pieces. We'll see what it looks like in Game 4. Let's go Kings here for a moment, Coach. How big of a missed opportunity was this? If it doesn't ultimately go the way the Kings this series, they'll look back at this one as an opportunity squandered with Draymond not available, going on the road, trying to force really a virtual certainty up 3-0. We've never seen somebody come back from 3-0. This could be the moment where this series shifted. How big of a missed opportunity in your eyes was this?
Well, you look at the rebounds, the turnovers from the Kings, 15 turnovers. The Warriors had 31 assists on 12 turnovers. But also Kevin Huerter, they really struggled because the Golden State Warriors seek them out on defense to force the bad defender to switch. And when the bad defenders switch, good things happen. So maybe the Kings will figure out and go back on the drawing board. Maybe they'll trap when he's involved, but you cannot switch him and keep him on an island against some of the Warriors' really good offensive play.
Locked up Huerter, forced Malik Monk really into a improvisational role. There wasn't much out of him here. I believe 4 points in this game. You mentioned Steph. And we've seen him do it so many times before in this round, in the next round, in the finals. And I don't want to get desensitized to what we get to see this man do night in and night out in playoff basketball. 36 points, and really in those key moments, final minutes of the third, first minutes of the fourth, putting this game away. How, as you take this in, Coach, year after year, do you wrap your head around what this man is doing at this point in his career, just continuing to excel no matter what the issue or the omission is with his team?
Hey, Joe, when people go to have surgery, you have anesthesia, and that means you're put to sleep. We don't want to go to sleep here. We want to appreciate this guy. We want to be awake and appreciate all of his exploits, the screens, pin downs, flares, transition threes. Man, this guy is sensational. His dad was a phenomenal NBA player. I played against Dell Curry when he played for the Charlotte team. And now Steph Curry, his brother Seth Curry, is a sensational shooter. So it runs in the family. So we don't want to be desensitized to how good this guy really is. We knew he was going to show up. I was less concerned about game 3 and more concerned for the Warriors about game 4. If they can tie this game up, maybe 2-2 in game 4, this game was going to be this series now, especially the way the Sacramento Kings are playing. This is a 7-game series written all over it. So they got to win game 4 and see if they can push this back to a 2-2 tie, going back to that tough place to play in Sacramento. And hopefully E40, the rap guy, will not get exposed from the Sacramento Kings arena.
Coach, I spent a couple of years before I let you go up there in sack and E40. He's good in sack. Complete misunderstanding. We'll iron that over. I've seen him perform at center court before. So the man is always welcome all across the Bay Area, including Sacramento. We got quite the series on our hands here. Tell me when to go, Coach. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Joe.
Here's a look at that series schedule. What lies ahead? Game 4, a biggie in San Francisco, 3:30 Eastern, some Sunday hoop, little matinee action before Game 5 Wednesday. We'll tell you when we know when, but it will be back in Sacramento. We got a 2-1 series between the Kings and the Dubs.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.